If you're planning a trip to Cappadocia but don't want to spend a fortune, then keep watching. Cappadocia in Turkey is not the cheapest and it's a tourist hotspot, but it's definitely still worth visiting. The first thing to know is that there are multiple places to stay within the Cappadocia area, and Göreme is the most popular. That's because it's where most of the hot air balloons take off, and it makes the accommodation more expensive than the other nearby towns. However, it's a good place to stay because you're in walking distance of many viewpoints and the things to do. The second thing to know is that if you want to stay in a cave hotel, you're going to pay for it. The cave hotels we found online were stupidly expensive, but you can find lovely places to stay for a more reasonable price if they don't advertise themselves as cave hotels. Our tip to reduce the cost is to stay in a normal hotel nearer to the edge of Göreme because the town isn't that big, so the furthest you'll ever have to walk is about 20 minutes. Another thing that people often want to stay in cave hotels for is to get access to the rooftop terraces to watch the hot air balloons. But what you can do instead is head to the sunrise viewpoint in Göreme for spectacular views over the valley. Entry up to this viewpoint cost just 30 Turkish lira per person, which is less than £1, and was an absolute highlight of our trip. Finally, if you want to go up in a hot air balloon, then the only way to make this cheaper is to go off peak, but even then it's still very expensive. To be honest, we didn't feel we actually needed to go up in a hot air balloon ourselves, as watching them all take off was an incredible experience.